And welcome back. Let's recall what happened at the Spring of Power. So this spring, hopefully before the cutscene starts, looks a lot like the springs did in Skyward Sword. There's quite a few cases where you come to a place like this that has then like a shrine and water all around it. But yeah, and Skyward Sword is set way in the past, like I guess, I don't know if it's supposed to be 10,000 years ago in the past, but in the past, before Ganon, in fact, it's pre-Ganon. So it must be more than 10,000 years. The Zelda timeline is a bit bizarre and seems to stretch over way too many years.
Seeking help regarding this power that has been handed down over time.
Which again is brought up in Skyward Sword, where that power comes from.
Or so I've been told all my life. And yet, Grandmother heard them, the voices from the spirit realm, and Mother said her own power would develop within me. But I don't hear or feel anything.
She's too young. It's also
Father
part
has
of.
told me time and time again. He always says, "Quit wasting your time playing at being a scholar." Curse you. I've spent every day of my life dedicated to praying. I've pleaded to the spirits tied to the ancient gods. And still the holy powers have proven deaf to my devotion. Please, just tell me. What is it? What's wrong with me?
Yeah, it's a simple story, but, you know, relatable. Maybe not the holy powers part, but, you know. Feeling like you've got to have a purpose and that why can't I do things when you're young and all that sort of stuff. I might be thinking of DLC stuff again. I feel like there was a chest. Ooh, I bet is there a rock up there? Nope, no rock. Never mind. Thought there was a rock here. Maybe it's this one. I think that's eggs. It's fine. Don't need eggs. There's Impa. Hey, hello. Oh, I wish there was a wave button. It'd just be like wave at my horse. But yeah, Skyward Sword. As much as I feel like the gameplay missed the mark, I think the story and the visuals were pretty decent. Again, I still feel like I felt more things, I guess. Felt like it was a better Skyward Breath of the Wild is still a better overall story. But some of that is probably also because I like the game enough to go and find. Whoa, that's true. Sorry, Ember. To go and find the story, like, there's definitely plenty of people who, quite rightly, will point out that, like, Breath of the Wild doesn't have much in the way of a story, and that's because it's not really given to you. You have to go out of your way, which means you have to really piece it together, which means you have to already be invested to want to find out more, and if you're not invested, whoa, hey, whoa, calm down, buddy. It's just a Hylian on a horse. Whoa, what is that? Ah, dragon. Cool. Yeah, so if you're not invested in the story already because you care about Zelda, you're not going to go out of your way to be like, I'm going to read Zelda's diaries and all that sort of stuff. Which I feel like I need to at least skim through. When we get to the castle, I need to skim through the diaries, and the thing that I only found out about relatively recently, which I probably already mentioned, is the King's diaries, which is pretty cool. I didn't even know he wrote a diary, or a journal, or something. Manifesto? Yeah, and that explains quite a few things, which is really cool. Know your place. Whoa. There you go. There's my help. I just set I set the Boko thing on fire. Sorry, I both helped and didn't help. I just made him more powerful, but more dead. It's a trade-off. I came in there and rolled the dice for you again. Alright, so now... Oh, hey buddy. Fang and bone. People like that kilton. Oh, hey. Hey. What's up? You want to talk? Are we having a chat? Are we having a race? What's happening? Oh, bye. See, if that happened in real life, I would expect that guy was being all like, Yo, buddy, I'm more of a bro than you. But given that this is Zelda, and the AI for NPCs can be a little bit janky, who knows? Just thought I'd steal some wood real quick, because, you know, I think I should get a house one day. So, I'm here. Already made it from up here, down to there, and down to down here. We want to make our way all the way down to here. How do I do that? So I want to go through here. You can kind of cut through here. Alright, so we should cut through here. Then, I mean, that looks like a dead end. Straight up a dead end. Down here. This doesn't seem like a thing that is... This is a dueling peak, so that's not a river you can cross. Because I have to go through here, cross this bridge, down here. You know what, maybe I should just aim for Hyrule Lake. No, that's just like mountains through here. Unless through here? Through the Furley Plateau plus Marblod Plain. Through next to the Ebon Mountain with the Broken Heart Lake. I don't know, that looks very cliffy all around, like being on horseback would not be beneficial. Let's just head back to the Great Plateau. It's a riding episode. Which hopefully will go alright. It'll be chill. I feel like I need to at least slow down at some point to get a nice shot without the spurs in the UI. Makes it hard to take a good screenshot when you got all the UI in the way. But I will just slowly rotate and pan the camera, because, I mean, why not? It's also nighttime. Who wants to take a screenshot at nighttime? Well, I mean, yeah, it's not gonna, like, try and take a good photo at nighttime. Oh, so I see the sun. See some dawn. Poor Link. Never gets really a rest. There's the option of rest, but it is that. Just an option. So, not to go on and on again about computers, but I am still real keen on the new AMD computers. Well, CPUs, I guess. If for no other reason other than it will force Intel to make their CPUs cheaper as well, because they've kind of been unopposed for like a good 10-15 years in the CPU market, which means their stuff is, you know, hardware-wise is decent, ignoring recent security problems. But the security problems have also affected AMD and is actually a more fundamental issue with how modern CPUs have been designed. Out of the way, bird. And that's not to say that AMD or Intel aren't at fault, but it's... yeah, it's kind of just a fundamental problem with the way that they have been designed. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, I like the idea of having an affordable 8-core or even 12-core computer. Like, that sounds wild. The one I'm looking at, I think, is only going to be 8 core only. But I think the top of the line is 16 core. And I think as it stands, I'm not really going to be pushing this computer to, I mean, the most intensive, unless it really affects video rendering time. Maybe I should check that. That would be good to know. How parallel, I believe it is quite parallel. Maybe more cores would be good. But another thing is the fact that, like, these are also, like, quite energy efficient as well. Like, there are 12 or 8 cores CPUs that use less than 100 watts when, like, if I think back to the Pentium 4 days, I'm pretty sure you'd have a single core computer that was, you know, that had not, you know, even by today's standards, not too bad a single core speed, but, you know, that was only one core, and, you know, it probably used more power, which was ridiculous. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Really? I didn't know that could happen. I thought Impa was just like forced onto rails. Okay. I mean being it. Alright. There's always gotta be something. You go, Impa. You want an apple? No, you don't want an apple? You want an apple? Fine. Soothe you. Where are we? How? Oh, we're just over here. It's fine. I'm sure you knew that was a possibility already, Mum, but I don't think I've ever had a horse just like slip off something. I kind of thought that they were just like locked in place. You heard nothing? Oh, they heard something. If I didn't have to drive this horse as well, I'd be shooting back. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go back to this part. Alright, easy. Easy peasy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stay on the track. Yeah, so the fact that you can now get like amazing, quite a lot of cores in an energy efficient manner, combined with like ridiculously fast RAM, and RAM prices have finally come back down again. There was a decent chunk of time, like quite a few years, where RAM was quite expensive. It's now still seems a little bit pricey given, but it's affordable now. So, and you know, I've still got a decent graphics card. I've still got plenty of storage and decently fast SSDs. But you know, still need new RAM, new motherboard, new case, new power supply. I guess I don't really need a new power supply, but I should. Those things do have a lifetime. And I don't want the fact that I cheaped out and just used my old power supply and then something went wrong. And again, it shouldn't. If it's going to fail, it should fail gracefully and just like not turn on. But there's always the chance that something could go wrong if it's too old. And it is, I've kept it through, I think it's the same as my old PC. Is it? I don't know, I feel like I've had it for a while. Then again, I've had this computer for a while. And that's it. I've had this computer for a while and I can still do all sorts of things. Which is why I've put it off until recently where I'm like, okay, now there's a decent, like... Oh wait, did I want to cut through? No, I want to cut through here. Yeah. That is an actual decent upgrade path. How do I go? Yeah. This is only the second episode, and I'll probably stop after this because it is almost dinner time. We're having a leftover curry, pre-made. It's very tasty. Got a lot of potato and eggplant in it. Another person on horseback. I sure like dogs, I think is what they said. Lovely day. Yeah. Sure. Except for Bokos. Ugh. Ugh. Nope. Well, I was like, if I've got a chance of hitting him. I've got a boat, it's gonna break anyway. Didn't do a very good job of keeping up with me anyway. See ya, buddy. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa, sorry. I was dodging Octoroks and I trampled over a pigeon. Eh, what are you gonna do? Oh man, I really wish I had. Can I? Will it reach? Woo! That was wildly unnecessary, but we've been past it a few times already, and I just really wanted to see what would happen. Also, they're bokoblins. They probably deserved it. Here's my justification. Also, they're not real. Okay. Here's where I want to take my shortcut. Right through here. Don't mind me. Yeah, oh, I know where we are. Wait, did we wanna... Yeah. Yeah. Ah, I remember / know where we are. Man, they're all red bokos. Wild. And there's Hyrule Lake Tower. Is it called Hyrule Lake? I keep forgetting even what it's called. Oh, it's just a red moblin. Ah, take that. Wow, that nearly killed it. Good job, Mifa's trident. Oh, and there's a stone talus over here that I feel like we died to, or at least attempted to fight and then failed. Unfortunately, there's no metal boxes nearby. See ya, birds. There's that little cave with the Korok in there. Ah, memories from so long ago now. I've been doing this for like 5 weeks, 6 weeks now. I hope I've gotten better at doing this. I fear that I fear that I've already peaked. That'd be a bit sad. No, surely, like anything, you keep at it, you get better at it. Your recording setup gets better, your commentary gets better, all that good stuff. And oh, I missed. Ah, there's a memory back there. It's like right over there, with that tree behind Bridge of Hylia. And that's okay. Worry about that memory another time. Am I even looking to do all the memories? I don't know. Kaboom! You didn't see anything. No, you didn't see anything. Woo! Wildly unnecessary. But I have 35. It's okay. If I remember correctly, getting up that tower either requires just like blasting your way in, fighting a lot of enemies, or just being real sneaky. And I think, given where I'm at in my life, with Link's life, I should probably try to, do something in between. Do something that's like, yep, let's take him on, we can do this, but we don't have to do it in a silly way. Also, I'm quite well equipped if the first thing I'm up against is just the... Oh, I'll use a scale try. The first thing I'm up against is just the red Boko. Whoa, I've never picked up a Boko spear before? Well then. Cut the other episode a little short. let's do something in this episode. Whoa. You saw nothing? Oh yeah, keep poking you. Oh, that's a shiny noise. Can you hear that? I wonder. It's like a little twinkly noise. Ooh. Everything's fine. I didn't freak out. Ah, I was actually kind of hoping I'd hit the barrel. Okay, alright. Whoa. I see you there, buddy. Oh, dang it. Do you see me? I think you saw me. It's okay. All these red bokos. I mean black bokos. I wonder if I hit it. Whoops. These are all the wrong options that I'm trying to do. Yeah, see? Did extra damage. Yeah, more of that what's that shine? Is that just a noise when you're near an item? How, if it is, how have I never noticed it before? The noise went away when I picked up that item. I hope you can hear what I'm hearing, because otherwise I sound like I'm hearing things. But there was like a shiny twinkly noise that I don't feel like I've ever noticed before. And I've played this game a fair bit. Okay. Ooh. Alright. That looks useful. Oh. Nice. So yeah, in case you were at all wondering why I froze that other enemy, it wasn't so that he wouldn't notice me. It was because frozen enemies take more damage the next time they're hit. Lake Tower, not Lake Hylia. I don't know why I kept thinking it was called Lake Hylia. Some Lysel's down there. Yeah, there we go. Kaboom! Lightning and rain. It's what I've been trying to do at least a couple of other times, and I feel like it's failed every time for whatever reason. But this time it worked. Yeah, good to use lightning things in the rain. Huh. Would I take that over a Boko Bat? You know what? Durability up. Why not? Hopefully it hasn't lost a bunch of durability from being on fire before I picked it up. But yeah, let's get to the top of this tower and call it an episode. So, from playing Link's Awakening on my other channel, Games of V Hard, with Bree, I've kind of been reminded that there's actually quite a few tropes that were, I guess, pretty well established, even all the way back then. Even though it's not really quite a mainline Zelda game, because it doesn't actually involve Zelda or Hyrule. Spoilers, it's kind of like its own separate little thing. You know, there's actually quite a few surprisingly advanced features for, you know, it's a game that was on the Game Boy, which, from what I recall, is like, you know, in the hundreds of kilobytes of RAM and 2 or 4 megahertz processor, you know. Like, there wasn't exactly a powerful handheld device, but it had all sorts of, it added in all sorts of, like, things to do with the Zelda franchise. You know, it might have even been the first one that included the ability to jump. but it was bound to an item. You had to pick up an item where you could then jump. So, you know, there would be a bunch of holes in different parts of the game, and you'd just assume, if you'd played the 2 previous Zelda games, you're like, okay, cool, I guess I'll have to come back. I'll just have to walk around. But no, you get an item, and then you can jump over those holes. Neat. Yeah, and it introduces like a few other like things that I guess you probably haven't seen, but are in A Link to the Past and in not Skyward Sword. Maybe it was Skyward Sword. And the weather vanes. There's like these bird-based weather vanes, or at least in a few different Zelda games. I think it's introduced there. Anyway, that kind of gives me hope. I bring this all up because, you know, there is a remake coming out for the Switch, and I feel like it kind of reminds me, like, oh yeah, they're making a remake of it because it was a good Zelda game. And it's probably still worth getting. I'm still excited to get it for the Switch, even though there are no horses. And it is kind of still like a 3D version of a 2D game, which means, you know, the whole feel of the game is not at all this. There's no looking out at some giant vista like this, which is still admittedly very cool, and I really like it. Ooh. That's that one. I think this is the stable with the obstacle course, right? I should head there next, once I go find Impa. There's Impa. Hey, friendo. You're looking pretty chill. Cool. Okay. Feel like I've rambled and ranted. Not as much as I could have. Alright, I'll see you in the next one, Mum. Love you.